Should all black people in the diaspora go back to Africa? Should all black people in the diaspora go back to Africa? Welcome back to my channel, Beacons of Light. Just be it. Be what? Your greatest self in this lifetime, because time is of the essence. Time to be great. It's always now. Stop wasting your time. You don't have 200 years to live on this planet. Go out every day to become your greatest versions. Each new day is an opportunity to be great. Each new day is an opportunity to be great. Let's make you great again. Let's make ourselves great again. Welcome back. So, should all black people in the diaspora go back to Africa? Now, it depends on who you're talking about or who you're talking with. It's an individual concept of who you identify as. Not everybody believes or identify as Africans. Everybody has their opinion or identifications or classifications that they subscribe to. You can't force anybody to want to accept the identity of Africans, because I find out, having had conversations with many other people, when you talk about being African or Africa or visiting Africa, everyone frowns. A lot of people frown because no one wants to be on the losing team, on the losing side. And you see, the media has done a fantastic job in making us not see the positive aspects of Africa. The media has done a perfect job showing us the negatives of Africa, but they will never show you the negative of America, the negatives of Europe. They will never show you that, because they want you to come over here to work, enslave yourself, work medium or minimum wage jobs. You can barely feed yourself, barely feed your family. Sometimes you work 2-3 jobs just to make it and still can't make it. They show you all this glamorous life of the so-called stars and celebrities making money, showing you their mansions and homes and all these beautiful things they show you about the West. But when you come over here and you start realizing that, wait, this is not a walk in the park. This is tough. It's hard to live in this Western philosophy. American dream is dead. It's been dead. Even George Carlin once said, for you to believe in the American dream, you have to be asleep. For you to believe in an American dream, you have to be asleep. And I'm just paraphrasing. So, should all black people go back to Africa? It depends on who you're talking about. It depends on what people identify as. Not everybody even identifies as African. Most people identify as native. Some black Africans, black Americans. Some identify as Latinos or Afro-Latinos. Everyone has their own classification, identification syndrome. But for those who do identify as Africans, and if you consider yourself African, yes, you should go back to Africa. It is your privilege to go back to Africa, because the media has done a fantastic job. CNN, BBC, you name it. They've done a fantastic job in showing us the negatives. But thank goodness, the new day has dawned where there are a plethora of lenses showing you the beautiful sides of Africa, showing you the possibilities of Africa, the opportunity of Africa, what you can do there, how you can rise above, how you can do great things, start a new business, buy investment properties, land, farms, whatever it is. People are doing something great there. Not everybody's walking around with their bellies hanging out and they look as if they haven't eaten in 3 months. Those are all stereotypes and media propaganda. But thank goodness, like I said earlier, a lot of lenses are showing you the better parts and opportunities in Africa, because when you go on YouTube, Wherever you may go watch videos, you can see what people are doing, places people are visiting. People are relocating to Mauritius. Some people are relocating to Namibia. Some are relocating to Ghana. Some are relocating to Botswana. Some are relocating to Tanzania. You name it. Rwanda, Uganda. Everybody is saying enough is enough. I'm out of here. I'm out of these Western countries or Western ideologies, and I'm going to create my own. I'm going to live my best life, because that's why we came in the first place, to live our best life, not someone else's, not to live as a slave or just work to pay bills. That's over with. A new earth is forming. A new earth is forming. New humans are coming. And the mindsets of the Christ consciousness is being elevated. Okay? So, my answer to that question, should all black people go back to Africa? It depends on who you're talking to. Personally, no. Why? Because not every so-called black person has good intentions. They are so accustomed to living in their Western philosophy that they are more privileged to be where they are. They're so brainwashed to a point where they can't see anything great coming out of Africa. And I've even spoken to African people too. There are some Africans who will just demolish any concept of Africa. And I can't blame them, because no one wants to be on the losing team. No one wants to be on the losing side. But people fail to realize that Africa is rising slowly but surely. And you will see over time the greatness that is going to come out of Africa. The places that never ever was envisioned to rise and become the greatness that is always have been, once was, and will become again. You will see as time goes on. This century won't pass for you to start seeing the greatness of African people become manifested, realized, and respected. But anyway, if you're African or you're black or whatever you call yourself and you want to relocate to Africa, time is of the essence. Do it. Don't be afraid. Go to Africa. Africa welcomes you. Africans welcome you. America and the West are not what they used to be. They are crumbling slowly but surely. And I'm telling you, I have already envisioned this. The time has already come where you would not even be able to feed yourself in the West, because the rich will own everything. Case in question, the World Economic Forum guy, what's his name? Schwab, or Klaus Schwab, whatever his name is, stated by 2030 you will own nothing and you will be happy. So who will own everything? I'll let you solve that puzzle in your mind. Don't be afraid to go back to Africa. Africa is your home if you are considered black, or if you consider yourself African American, or if you consider yourself anything. I don't know what you identify as, but I know a lot of Caucasians are going to Africa. Lebanese are going to Africa. The Arabs are there. The Indians are there. People are going. People are starting businesses, building up homes. Don't go too late when they will own it and then you have to pay them rent. Go when you can still afford some things, build it up, rent it out, lease it out, or sell it. But own something, because in the West, it is already bought and sold. You can't even afford to own anything here. But who am I to tell you what to do? It's your prerogative. On to the next one. Beacons of light, just be it. There's nothing to it. In fact, it's the only way of being. Your what? Your greatest self in this lifetime. Go out and be great, because greatness, power, and energy lives where? In your essence. When you change your mindset, change your behaviors, you can heal yourself and change your situations. On to the next one. Beacons of light here. I'm out.